Long before men built kingdoms, before the rise of mighty empires, there was a man named Drith. He was born into a world of hardship, whereas people lived in caves and feared the darkness beyond the firelight. They struggled against beast, famine, and the wrath of the unknown gods who watched from the shadows. Drith was different. While others prayed for mercy, he craved power. He wanted to be the strongest, the wealthiest, the most feared. But in those ancient days, there was no path to such greatness until he found the one who watches. The Forbidden Pack one night, while hunting alone, Drith strayed deep into the Forbidden Lands, where no man dared to go. The air was thick, the trees twisted, and an eerie whisper filled his ears. In the center of this cursed land stood an impossible doorway, made of black stone, humming with an unnatural presence. A voice slithered through the air, ancient and patient. You seek more than the world allows mortal. Step forward, and I shall grant you a kingdom beyond your wildest dreams. Drith, though afraid, did not turn away. What must I do? He asked. The voice chuckled, deep and hungry. Nothing is free, but I offer you a trade, your soul, in exchange for everything you desire. He did not know what his soul was, nor did he care. The promise of power burned brightly in his mind. Without hesitation, he agreed. The sky split open, revealing an abyss deeper than night. A black hand, gnarled and dripping with ink-like shadows, reached from the void and touched his chest. A terrible, searing pain erupted through him as his soul was ripped from his body. Drith collapsed, but when he rose, he was no longer the same. His eyes burned with an unnatural glow, and his body pulsed with dark energy. He had become the first of his kingdom, man not bound by flesh alone, but something monstrous. The rise of the tyrant with his newfound power, Drith returned to his people, but he was not the man they remembered. He no longer feared the beast of the night. His wounds healed in moments. He commanded fire with a gesture, and his voice alone could shatter mountains. With this power, he conquered tribe after tribe, carving an empire in blood. He built a great city, forged from obsidian and bone, and his name was whispered in fear. He lived for centuries, never aging, never dying, for he was no longer truly human. But this gift was also his curse. He could no longer feel warmth, nor love, nor joy. The laughter of children, the embrace of the love of these things were foreign to him now. Food turned to ash in his mouth, and sleep became an alien thing. Still, he ruled, king above men, untouched by time. The price paid in full for centuries, Drith believed himself invincible, but the entity he had bargained with had not forgotten the deal. One night, as he sat upon his obsidian throne, his shadow began to move. It stretched unnaturally, twisting and writhing. Then, from within it, a figure stepped out with a tall, skeletal being wrapped in tattered darkness. Drith, it rasped. Your time has come. The king sneered. I do not die. The entity laughed at a sound like bones breaking. Fool, I never gave you immortality. I only delayed the inevitable. And now, I have come to collect. For the first time in centuries, Drith felt fear. He tried to summon his flames, but they sputtered and died. He called his guards, but their eyes turned black. Their bodies crumbled into dust before they could reach him. The darkness crept up his body, pulling him downward, dragging him into the abyss from which the entity had come. He screamed, but no one heard. And just like that, Drith, the first man to sell his soul, was erased from history. His empire crumbled, his name was lost, and his city became nothing but ruins buried beneath time. But his legend never died. His fate became a whispered warning, a cautionary tale passed through generations. And to this day, they say that if you walk alone in the dead of night and hear a whisper offering you riches beyond imagination, know as it is Drith, still searching for a way to escape the darkness, still looking for a fool to take his place. Epilogue: many have sold their souls since his time, but he was the first. The first to learn the truth too late. The devil always collects.